What's up, guys? Welcome back to part 4 of my Force Awakens review. So this video, I'm going to be going through basically, kind of near the end of the film. This is going to be everything from when the Resistance gets on Takodana to the moment when Han Solo and Kylo Ren talk to each other on that bridge on the Death Star, not the Death Star, Starkiller Base. So let's get into it. All right, so obviously the Resistance shows up and they have, a cool fight. Cool action sequences. I like it. Finn has a pretty cool scene with the Stormtrooper. It's cool seeing Finn with the lightsaber. But there's this really cool scene where Rey gets captured by Kylo Ren. And I said this earlier in one of my other videos, but Kylo Ren is actually pretty intimidating in this film. And this has to be the most intimidating moment with Kylo Ren, at least. Like, he's, scary, He has his lightsaber out. And it's a pretty crazy scene, pretty intimidating. So I actually really like this scene. And now we have what is probably one of the best scenes in the whole movie, where Han, Leia, C-3PO, and Chewbacca all meet back up with each other. This is obviously a great moment. Sure, would I like to see more of them together? Yes, but it is what it is. It's still a great moment. I'm not going to hold that from this scene. There's not a ton to say. Obviously, there's conflict there with Kylo Ren, obviously the son of Leia and Han, but still a really great moment in this movie. All right, so the Resistance shows back up on the base, and I really like the scene between BB-8 and Poe, where BB-8 meets back up with Poe. It's really cool. It's just really nice to see that, because obviously BB-8 thought Poe was dead. Obviously he isn't. That's a great scene, and then Poe and Finn meet back up together. Pretty cool scene as well. The Resistance just kind of saying, hey, how are we going to destroy Starkiller Base? Solid scene overall. It's fine. All right, so really quickly, we got the scene where Kylo interrogates Rey. It's a fine scene, but people definitely say that Rey's overpowered because, she can use all these Jedi tricks against Kylo, and obviously he's been trained by Luke. She's definitely a little overpowered in that scene. I definitely see what people are saying, and then she escapes. She escapes because she's like, hey, get me out of here. She uses Jedi mind tricks to a Stormtrooper. Definitely a little overpowered. But then we have the final scene between Han and Leia. Really sad that they're only on screen together for a couple minutes, and it definitely sucks. But, for a send-off, it's fine, and obviously, like I said, I wish we had more of them, but it's a fine scene. All right, so Han, Finn, and Chewbacca have to go to Starkiller Base, and they have to get there through light speed, considering if they go normal speeds, they'll probably get caught, and yeah, I don't think that'd be very good. And so basically they have to get this generator, and they have to turn it off while the Resistance is up in the air fighting and everything. It's basically like episode 4 and episode 6 where they have to, destroy the Death Star. It's basically the same thing. It's definitely like those two films, in which it's not a very original idea, but it's fine. So next up, we actually have a Captain Phasma scene. I know it's crazy, but in all seriousness, Captain Phasma is definitely one of the, one of the most misused characters in the Star Wars sequels. I think she's really cool. I don't know. She's a great villain for Finn, and obviously she gets to do absolutely nothing. But I just really wish we had more Captain Phasma. Like I said, she's cool. She's a good villain. She's actually pretty intimidating. And obviously, really nothing happens. Sure, they have a fight scene in episode 8, but not a lot happens. But for this scene, Han, Finn, and Chewbacca are trying, like I said, to, get rid of the generator. And they meet up with Captain Phasma. And, she does it. So, hey, it worked. But like I said, I really just wish we had more Captain Phasma in these movies. All right, so next we have the scene where Rey and Finn meet back up on Starkiller Base. Like I said, I just really like every scene with Rey and Finn together. And I just like how, he really cares about Rey, and he wants to save her. It's just a great scene overall. Having all of them back together is awesome. Yeah, just a really good scene. All right, so the last thing is the group, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and everybody else tries to blow up Starkiller Base. And Kylo Ren, can sense that Han Solo's there, and he's like, we have to go get Han Solo. And that's when the two, meet up right on that bridge. And, so that's where I'll leave off for this video. So I'll see you guys later. See you guys.